Hey everybody, Travis at MUDD I want to do a quick review of the Limbsaver speed mount recoil pad. This pad specifically is going to fit your Remington models. It's going to fit, for example, the 870 shotgun, the 700 ADL and BDL, the 1100 and the 11 through the 1187, and the 7600 12 gauge and 16 gauge shotguns. One thing to note though, it's mostly, gonna only fit synthetic stocks already, so keep that in mind. I've had several people buy it thinking it's gonna fit a wood stock, and for the most part it won't. Just depends on your stock, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But this is a great little recoil pad. We've sold several of them, haven't had any complaints. Like I said, the only complaint we've really had ever is just compatibility issues, making sure it fit your gun. So do your due diligence on that. These are supposed to reduce up to 70% of the pain or the recoil. That may not seem like a big deal, and I used to think, like on my hunting rifle, for example, my 270, I used to think, oh, it made me feel tougher when I shot it and didn't have that on there. But now what I find is, because I didn't have that on there, now that I do, like, I'm catching myself flinching all the time when I go to shoot my gun. And, that may not seem like a big deal, but that'll, drastically affect your accuracy. And so, I know people don't want to sometimes because they think, oh, I'm a tough guy, I don't need it. Really think about doing it, because, the more comfortable it is to shoot, the less likely you are gonna, you're gonna flinch, and the more comfortable you're gonna be, and also you're gonna be able to enjoy it and shoot longer. And so that's something to think about as well, and you're not gonna have that big, bruised shoulder or anything like that. And so, just something to think about. I know the tough guy side wants to kick in. I'm the exact same way, so I don't blame anybody, but something to think about. So go ahead and open this up, show you what's in the kit here. And this is the 10100 model. So keep that in mind. If you come to our website, muddcreek.com, you can just search. If you search by the 10100, it'll come right up, or you can do a search for Limbsaver. If you go check by brands, you can look at the Limbsaver stuff that we have, and it has that there. One thing I'll tell you right now, and this is something, I just got this cup holding this up back here, but this Easy Glide surface coating, it's supposed to help protect it and make it a little easier to glide on your shoulder and stuff like that. It actually ended up being a flawed design product. So if you get one of these and it's dried up, don't stress too much about it. Basically, we talked to Limbsaver and they said, yeah, they discontinued it, and they realized it just didn't end up, it was drying up too easily. And so this is something that for the most part you're not going to use. You can just toss that. It was kind of a shot they had to try something, and it just didn't work. But the actual pad itself is great. So don't think that it was just this particular coating that you can put on it. It's kind of like a almost like an adhesive looking thing, but it's not. It's help to kind of protect it, make it last longer. It just ended up, so it's this right here. So it's just a little bottle, a little vial thing of stuff. It's got a brush. You can try it if it's in there. Go ahead and give it a try, but they just found that it was drying up too much. So don't stress too much about that if that's the case. It's not crucial to the product. So, okay, so here we have it here. So here's the pad itself, and this kind of shows it right there. Kind of shows you the size of it and how the bottom looks. So that's the stock side right there. This is the head, and right here is the heel area, and this is where that optional coating that you can put on this if it's if it's not dried up, but I wouldn't stress too much about that. So okay, here's the actual pad itself right here. Let me see if I can get this to focus here. Turn this over. So that's the pad itself, and it's it looks kind of thick and bulky, but it's, I'm thinking it's got to be like almost like a honeycomb design on the inside, because it's actually got quite a bit of give. Like I can push down on there, and it's not like a hard surface at all. That's going to give quite a bit, especially in the center there where your shoulder's going to be. It's going to give quite a bit. So look at the bottom of your stock before you, or the bottom of your stock or the butt of your gun before you order this, and make sure that looks like it's going to fit into something, because if it's not, it's likely not going to work for you. So keep that in mind. Here's the screws for it right here. Okay, so that's going to go in there. So just check that. You're going to want to make sure that's right, before you do anything with it. and just make sure you got it correct and go from there. So anyway, that's what it looks like right there. Hopefully that gives you, you know, an idea of what, you know, if that's going to fit or not. The installation instructions, excuse me, warranty information, all that stuff, you can go to limbsaver.com, check that out. You can go to our website and see as well. But so that's all you got in the package right there. Is, you know, but like I said, don't worry so much about Easy Glide application, because that's not that crucial. So this is just going to go in there. It's a pretty easy to install thing. It's pretty self-explanatory. Nothing, you know, it's just 2 screws and this. So go look, see if that's going to fit your gun, and if it does, you know, I think you'll be really happy with it, because it, like I said, it's actually really soft, and you know, it's going to reduce it quite a bit. So you think if you know, if that reduction helps you become a better shooter, because you're not flinching as much, and maybe you're a better person than I am, maybe you're tougher, I don't know, you know, I hope you are, and that's great, you know. But I'd seriously think about it, especially it seems like the older I get, I just, you know, I don't like getting punched in the shoulder anymore. You know, my brothers and I used to do it all the time back in the day, and now I guess I just don't care for it. So I would suggest this, go ahead and get it if it fits your gun. And like I said, this is for the Remingtons, and you can see, if you want to pause it, you can see, you know, if that's going to fit one of your guns. And like I said, only synthetic, so check it, make sure it's probably synthetic stock, or that it fits that profile before you do it. So come check us out at mudcreek.com. You can purchase these there. I guarantee you, once again, this is probably, you know, we're probably the lowest person on the web. We got several hundred of these a while back on a closeout deal, and so come check us out. Like I said, I'm almost positive we can beat anybody out there. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the video.